Okay, so in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how I was able to put in overlays just like this using Photoshop. So if we come back out, and this is what we need. Okay, so I wanted to be able to show that there's 4 separate cottages right here with these pins, you know, highlighting which ones they are, because this building, this little house right here, this wasn't included. This is like a sump pump building or whatever, so we wanted to make sure that we showed that which 4 houses it is. And actually, if you're doing drone flyovers of, you know, land, you could always do this with the same thing with showing different plots of land, whether it's acreage or maybe there's a bunch of different buildings you know, around it, and you want to make sure that people understand which one you are highlighting. This is a great way to do it. So let's just toggle this off. So what you want to do is get it to where you want to start that overlay. So I'm somewhere about right here, and you're just going to simply take a screenshot with a Mac. You're going to go into full screen. Shift Command 3 is how you take a screenshot, and that's going to pretty much, well, for me, it puts it in on my desktop. So when I open up Final Cut, I have this right here. And let me turn this off. And then you just have to find Google, you know, like a pin or something, a red pin, whatever you want to use. Download that, and then you're just going to upload it, and then pretty much copy and paste it, and you just stick it on the buildings, right? So you want it, just because it's going to make it easier, especially if you're doing more than one. And then we can add our text in there. Oops, not dock, that was another one. Cottage 2, cottage 4, and then I put these. I'm just turning them back on. And so then you can pretty much just drop text in and label them whatever you want. So then you can come up here and go to File. Actually, no, we want to shut this off because we want to transparent. So we want to shut the layer, that screenshot that you brought in, just shut it off. And then you're going to come up here to File, Export, Export As, and then up here where it says Format, it might be JPEG by default. Just turn it to PNG, and then just hit Export. And then you can label it whatever you want, red pin, whatever, hit save. And then when you come back into Final Cut, you would just simply find it in your files, in your desktop, and then just, where is it? Where is that overlay? Red pin, could be that one right there. Just drag it and drop it in, and that's what I did. So I'm going to turn this back on for you. So when we play it, I'm going to take the faders off real quick so you can see. So right now it's kind of staying with them. But if you want to track that, so we want to get to the very beginning of it, which is right here. And I'm using my left and right arrows to toggle frame by frame like that. Make sure you get it to where the first frame is. Click on this one, and we're going to first line them up so they're all lined up. And that's why it's important to do that screenshot. And I might not be able to, I'm not at the exact spot. So let's do this. Let's bring this in. That looks better. We're going to line them up, something like that. And then just hit this diamond with a plus sign. This is your keyframe. Click that, and then come to the very last frame, which is, we got to move this. We'll do this right here. Make sure you're on the very last frame, and then recenter it. Let's see. And then I didn't mean to turn that. Something like that, and then hit done. So when you play it back, it'll keep them. See how it's moving right there? It keeps them lined up where you want them as the flow, especially if your scene is moving. So there you go, guys. If you have any questions, leave me a comment below. But again, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.